Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm doing a full tutorial for today's look. I'm really excited about this video. I'm using a lot of different products today, and I'm also using Karen's collection that she did with Dose of Colors. I love this blue eyeshadow, it's so pretty. I feel like this look is so much fun. If you guys love a cut crease, you're gonna love this video, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, I'm gonna prep my lids with the ColourPop concealer. Just been so great lately for eyeshadow base. All right, I'm gonna start with the Marvelous Mauves palette from Dose of Colors. I've been using this so often lately, along with the Milani Soft and Sultry palette. I'm like obsessed with those two. But I think I'm gonna start with this color first, and we're just gonna kind of build up a crease color, and then we're gonna go in with the lid color, which is gonna be bomb. So we're just gonna add this into the crease using a fluffy brush. Make sure you bring it all the way out here. Then I'm gonna come in with the next shade in the palette, the middle one, and just start layering up the crease, building up the purple tones. And I think I'm gonna skip this color and just go straight to this one. I don't know why, it just feels right. And build up the crease some more, here we go. Okay, I'm gonna keep using that darkest shade in the Mauves palette and build up the outer corner. I do want it darker, but I don't wanna use like black eyeshadow or dark brown, so I'm just gonna keep building it up with this one and just blending it down onto the lid, like so. Come on, give it to me. Okay, now I wanna take from the iluvsarahiixdoseofcolors palette, Loungy. Really pretty, like soft, pinky, kind of melon color, and I'm gonna use that to buff out the upper crease area. I like to add a little bit of pink in there lately. It's been kind of like my jam. So I'm gonna use a clean, fluffy brush for that, pretty much up to the brow bone. Let me come back in with the Mauves palette. I'm gonna do a little bit of the center shade and kind of buff this up a little bit higher here. There we go. All right, I'm just gonna do one little dust through on the inner corner, make sure everything's all good, and then we're gonna go ahead and cut the crease. I can't wait for the day that I can do a one brand tutorial using only Dose of Colors. Like that will just make me feel. You hear me, Anna? Do you hear me? All right, so now we're gonna cut the crease here. I'm using a round, flat concealer brush. And, you know, we like to take it higher than the actual crease. Make sure your lids look bigger. I'm gonna start low and then work my way up. This brush is a little frayed right now. It's kind of doing me a little dirty. Shit, I need to go grab a different brush. Hold please. Sometimes it helps to like leave your eye open and look to see so you know where you're going. There we go. Put it on the inner corner just so that way it's nice and bright in there too. All right, so now for the lid color, I'm gonna use Palma from Karen's palette that she did with Dose. This color is so pretty. It's just like an amazing blue, sensational eyeshadow color. So I'm gonna use that on the lid. I'm not gonna bring it all the way on the inner corner. I'm gonna do a different color for the inner corner highlight, depending on, you know, how I'm feeling. And I've got a flat definer brush here. I'm gonna bring this in to get the edge around the top. And then I'm just gonna smear this part with my pinky. Smear.
You take your knife and you smear. Men smear. Smear, that's it.
And then just tap on this outer corner area here. And then I'm gonna blend these two colors together using some of the Marvelous Mauves palette and just tapping it on top of the blue shadow. Kind of pushing it towards the center. All right, I feel like this look demands a wing. So I'm gonna add some black eyeshadow. This is Dark Matter from Melt Cosmetics. I'm gonna pack it along the lash line on the outer corner. All right, for the inner corner, I'm gonna try this out. It might not work because it's like a cream shadow or an eye mousse, but I'm gonna try it out. This is a Beauty Prismetal Chrome Eye Mousse in the shade Electra. It's kind of like got like a yellow gold finish, but it's really bright. So I thought this could be cool for the inner corner. Just kind of blending it up where it's a little bit chunky. Don't love it. Damn. All right, so I'm gonna take that off. Hold please. So I'm gonna use something a little bit more iridescent. I've used this before, the Melt Cosmetics Shadow Play Blush Light. It's like a bluish green iridescent. It's actually like a blush topper kind of thing, but I love using it on the inner corner. So I'm gonna add this here. And this formula will definitely work better on top of the eyeshadow that I have. Now let's move on to the wing. So I'm gonna trace it with shadow first, just that way it's like, you know, just in case here. We survived through the winged liner. We survived. All right, now we're gonna finish up the top situation here. I'm gonna put on some mascara and then some lashes. Okay. We're gonna do the lower lash line. And then we're gonna go in with the Marvelous Mauves palette. Okay, and I really wanted to incorporate one more color in this look. I'm hoping this works the way I want it to, but I really wanted to do a yellow waterline, like a bright yellow waterline. I just thought it'd be really fun. So I have this pencil from MAC called Primary Yellow, chromographic pencil. And I also have this liner from Tarte called Goldilocks, or it's a clay pot that I could put in the waterline. Let me see. I'm gonna do the MAC pencil first and see how it translates into the waterline. I can always add white on top of it too if I want it to be like a little bit milkier. But let's see here. I feel like if I add a nude on top, then I will be happy. All right, you know what? This liner is gonna work, or this gel cream. So I'm gonna tap this on top of this liner here. Now I'm taking a flat brush and I got a lot in my lash line, so I'm just covering up basically the yellow I got on my lashes with some eyeshadow and also bringing it right up to the waterline. All right, and for foundation today, I'm gonna be using the, I don't know how to say it. I'm gonna be using this foundation today from Lancome. Oh. I have this breakout like right in the soft spot of my cheek that is so painful. I'll just take a little bit of the foundation and apply it around the brows. That way I don't have to get too close to the big fluffy brush. And I don't really have to redo a lot of it, which is goals. All right, and concealer today, I'm actually gonna use that same one from ColourPop that I used on my eyes. Where is it, if I can find it? I'm gonna start with that one and then build up on it. But you know what I noticed? When I did my makeup the other day, just for fun, I used this concealer, which normally I don't really like so much on its own, with like setting it with a powder, but when I used it without a powder, it looked really, really good all day, I noticed, but you know, that's not really realistic for me to leave the house without a powder, but it looked really good on the skin. But this is a little bit more peachy. This is medium 26. So I'm gonna start with this one here. All right, then I'm gonna take this brighter concealer and bring it in here. It's probably gonna be like way too bright actually, but that's okay. You know when you just really start to feel what's going on and you feel the vibe. You can feel it happening. The transformation is happening. All right, now I'm gonna take the Suva Beauty Illuminating Drops. I tried these out the other night and they looked really, really good. So I'm gonna use them again today. This is the shade Trust Fund. Nice, pretty champagne gold kind of color. And I'm gonna apply this here. That's right. Buff it out with the Beauty Blender. I'm gonna set a little bit on the under eyes. I've been using the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder. I really like it. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this. You know, I like to do a light dusting right here. And then I'm gonna take Karen's highlight that she has with Dose of Colors. This is the shade Soulmate. Look at that. And I'm gonna dust this on the cheekbones. I'm using a really fluffy brush. Yes. Oh, I'm gonna take some of the rum. You know, I've been using this shit a lot lately. Matchsticks from Fenty. This is the bronzy color. I'm just gonna add this to the cheeks here. Nice bronzy cheek situation. And then I'm gonna go over it with a pinky kind of blush. I'm gonna use this one from MAC Cosmetics. This is the collaboration with Patrick Starr, Take Me Home. A more cool toned, kind of mauve pink. I've been using so many more pink blushes lately. Who is she? To contour, I'm gonna use just a little bit of the Truffle Matchsticks from Fenty as well. And this is a Real Techniques setting brush. I'm just gonna do like the top portion here because of my breakout I have on my other side. I don't really want to put contour on top of it. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of the Soulmate highlighter and just whoop, a little bit on the nose, right on the top, and the Cupid's bow. Cupid's bow is popping. Let me go ahead and finish up the eyes. A little bit more Marvelous Mauves palette. Going to contour. Whoa. 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 Calm down. All right, now I'm gonna put on mascara on my lower lashes. This is my favorite, still my favorite for my lower lashes, the e.l.f. Waterproof Lengthening and Volumizing Mascara. I don't know why, but it's just like, oof. I feel like it does actually lengthen and separate, which is amazing. Now I'm gonna soap down my brows. I feel like they actually held up pretty well throughout that process of applying foundation. Sometimes they do, sometimes it's a mess and I have to practically redo them. I'm using Spice Lip Liner from MAC. All right, and then I'm kind of filling in. I like to use the side of the pencil and shade inward. Oh, this color is so pretty. And I'm using Karen's lipstick that she did with Dose of Colors. This is one of the liquid mattes in the shade Nude Chica. I'm applying it to the center and lightly fanning it out. And then I'm gonna tap. And then I'm gonna use my finger and blend it out. So it's like a lighter application. What do you think of me now? What do you think of me now? Since my skin's a little bit dry, I'm gonna be using the Cover FX Dewy Finish Setting Spray. Gotta get it going, you know? All right, and that is the end of this tutorial. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. I really enjoyed this look. I'm so glad the yellow ended up working out in the waterline. I feel like it takes it to the next level. So that wraps up this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and thank you so much for watching. I have eyeshadow and concealer all over me right now. You forgot to mention that you liked my makeup when you came in here.
I love your makeup.
You didn't even look at it.
Motherfucker, I've been staring.
What color is it?
Blue.
God, I've made such a mess here. It's like disgusting. Just go, John.